you're curious about what's taking place in the Stockton housing market, then stay tuned. We're going to get into the numbers of everything that's happening here in our local market. My name is David. This is Richard. We're brokers here in the area. So, Richard, let's get into some of the data here right off the bat.
Well, a little mixed bag on this chart. As you can see, this red line, which is the most dominant one, that's our pendings. They're going up, so that's great, from 210 to 255. But here's our sales, dropped a little bit off. And unfortunately, the inventory still dropping and at a pretty good low here. So, David, do you have some more stats on that for us about that low inventory?
Yeah, it's really incredible what happened in the last 7 months. The amount of homes for sale continues to drop. When we're at the lowest point of the number of homes for sale in Stockton, really in the last 10 years. We'll highlight those light green bars there on the screen showing the drop in the last 7 months. Yeah. And normally in this time of year, if you were to look a year back, our inventory levels are starting to increase here in the spring, getting into summer. We find the inventory levels start to climb. So we are definitely in kind of a weird market, really. Yeah. It's one we haven't seen in quite some time.
The sellers forgot spring is here and they're not coming out.
Yeah, so I want to dive a little bit deeper into that, and let's look at the months of inventory chart next. All right, here in the chart is the months of inventory chart. We're down to 0.8 months, which means if no other home was placed on the market, how quickly would all those homes sell for? And it's under a month. This chart is really used to gauge like whether it's a seller's market or whether it's a buyer's market. And to be a buyer's market, we really need it to be, 4, 5, 6 months of inventory. Yeah. And anything under 3 months is a seller's market. So we've entered back into a seller favored market. Yep. We've heard and what has this caused? It's caused multiple offers on the majority of listings in the marketplace today. We've had a client who submitted one and had 19 offers. We've heard another one of 26, right?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, so we're back into this ultra competitive market. So if you're thinking of selling your home, you picked a great time to sell your home. If you're a buyer, what do they have to do if they're a buyer?
Lots of stuff. Yeah. Bid higher, be as strong as they can, have money even to make up for higher appraisals. Wow. We're going back where we were, say, about a year ago? Yeah, the last time we saw this sort of market was in 2021, where we had those 5 low months of inventory. Yeah. So we're back to that. How long it's going to last, we don't know. But let's get in to see how it's affected prices here locally, and even I want to touch on some national prices as well. All right, here on the chart behind us is the average list price and average sold price, and this is perhaps one of the weirdest home price charts that we've ever done in our career of doing this housing market update. Richard, why don't you get into numbers first? Well, as you can see, wow, the average sale price now is up to $597,000, $600,000 for Stockton, but the average sale price is $429,000. Yeah. I think I'm going to hand it right back to David and say, how do you explain this? Well, I'll do my best to try to explain what happened. The only thing I can think of is on the average list price, we have been seeing a lot of higher end homes being listed, a lot of 7-figure, $1 million homes being placed on the market, both in Brookside, out in Murata East. So a few of those areas are seeing more listings. Yeah. And as far as the average solds go, it's on the flip side, right? So there's probably some lower end entry-level homes that were sold that kind of skew the numbers down, in my opinion. And maybe some fixers too. Some fixer-uppers. So on the sold averages on the lower end, on the listing side on the averages up on the higher end. So it'd be really interesting to see how these two change into next month. So you would stay tuned to watch. Yeah, you would think in the next couple of months that's going to start going back up. All right, next we're going to jump into what home prices are doing on a national level and where experts think the home prices are heading next. All right, on the chart behind us is the change in home values nationally by 3 different organizations. You have
Case-Shiller, FHFA, and CoreLogic. And they've all kind of mimic one another. It goes back from January 2022, where home prices were climbing. And then right around July of 2022, we had a 6 or 7 month streak of home prices declining. But here's the important thing to note. They all have shown home price appreciation in February of March of 2023. So it looks like homes did decline, flattened out, and are starting to rebound. And we certainly have seen this on our local level as well.
Well, and that matches up with, at least locally, with the low inventory going to start driving prices up with the multiple offers we talked about.
Yeah.
They're going to start going up.
That's right. So with all this activity or lack thereof of inventory, let's take a look at one last chart. But before we do that, if you like this video, please give us a like button on right. Hit that like button, please, and subscribe to our channel. Let's get over to the last chart.
Well, in this chart, the lack of inventory that we've talked about just a little while ago is causing the days on the market to start dropping again. I suspect that's going to go down some more unless our inventory changes soon. And we're down to 45 days now. The only thing that really has that at 45 is overpriced listings, because the ones that are priced right are getting multiple offers, what, in first 2 weeks?
Yeah, for sure.
So that's going to drop some more. What do you have on the other chart there?
Yeah, the top line across the top, that's the red line, is our list to sales price ratio, meaning how much our home's selling for compared to what they're listed for, right? So last month was 98% of the sales price. Before that was 97, 96, 92. So as the home prices declined, people weren't getting as much for their homes as they're asking, but we've seen a reversal in that now. That's starting to climb back up closer to that 100% mark.
So do you think with the multiple offers, we're going to see the 100% in the next few months?
If things continue this way, like with the activity we're seeing here in our office, the multiple offers, we're seeing a lot of homes sell above the asking price at this point. So yeah, I would predict that that would continue to increase.
Right on.
Yeah. Well, guys, that wraps up our May 2023 housing market update video. Like we said earlier, if you like this video, please hit that like button, and you want to see more of our housing market updates each and every month, hit that subscribe button for us right down below, and we'll see you on the next one.